What's going on, guys? Welcome back to Carrasco Ranch. My name is Robert, if this is your first time tuning in. So what we're going to be talking about today is the drought here in Texas. For those of y'all who are not aware or not from Texas, we have had multiple rivers in Texas and lakes. Lakes are either drying up or some are just completely empty. Some rivers have just stopped flowing. So before we get going, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe on this video. Yeah, without further ado, we'll get into this video. So right here behind me, we're on the Atascosa River. So this river stretches 103 miles. It starts in Atascosa County, where it gets its name, and it goes all the way down to Live Oak County, where it dumps into the Frio River, which dumps into Choke Canyon Reservoir, which is a reservoir down towards Three Rivers and Tilden. So this thing obviously has no flow. I am going to turn the camera around and kind of just walk the river and show you guys what it does look like. Another river that has dried up is the Frio River. The Frio River is now a dry riverbed as you drive closer towards Tilden in that area. So just some fun facts. It does start in the northern part of Atascosa County, and it does dump into the Frio River. But without further ado, guys, we'll just turn the camera around. Alright guys, so here we are on the Atascosa. You can see all the trash that's in here. And this is the first time I have ever seen this river actually fully dry, not flowing. It has gotten low in previous years, but it's never gotten to where there's no flow at all. And at this point, it's not even no flow, it's just dry. So this is pretty crazy. And like I said, the Atascosa this is the Atascosa, and it's not flowing at all, which is obviously going to be affecting the reservoirs downstream. And the same thing goes for the Frio River. That one is no longer flowing as well. And I'll take you over there here in a little bit, and we'll go look at that little pond. That pond is fed by this Atascosa River. So we're going to walk upstream a little bit more and show you guys what that looks like. As you can see, there's like a H-E-B shopping cart down there. I came out here the other day. There's actually like a deer carcass or something that was in there. There's actually a little snake in that little body of water there. See it? But I'm just doing this mainly to document, this is some history here, since this is probably the first time it's ever dried up that I've been here. I've been here forever, all my life. And I have talked to some people who are older than me and asked them, have you ever seen this river dry up like this? They also say no, they haven't. I asked my dad also, which he's, twice as old as me. He said he's never seen it dried up either. The worst it has ever gotten was like a little island that developed in the middle, but the river was still flowing on the other side of that island. That was the lowest I've personally ever seen it. At this point, there is no water whatsoever. And actually about 2 months ago, month and a half ago, I did visit Big Bend National Park, and the Rio Grande River actually dried up there too. There was no flow whatsoever there at the Rio Grande on the border between Texas and Mexico. So this is pretty insane. I just thought I'd document this, so 20 years from now, hopefully YouTube is still a thing, and I can look back and be like, dang, look what happened in 2022. So over here you get a little bit more water, but again, it's just stagnant water. It's not moving, it's not flowing, it's not going anywhere. So, which at some point this is probably going to become unsafe, because when there's no flow, the dissolved oxygen count in the water is going to be so low that it becomes toxic to the aquatic life in there. So this is the most water you're going to get out of this river right now. is basically just the deepest part of the river that is just holding the water. So we're gonna go ahead and walk back towards that little pond, and I'll show you guys what it looks like. So this river, you know, this is like the watershed for the Atascosa. You got the cities of Pleasanton, Jourdanton, Lytle, Christine, Poteet. All those cities are watersheds for the Atascosa. They drain into the Atascosa, which flows down towards the Tilden through Three Rivers, Choke Canyon area. And if you go, so there's a couple tributaries from the Atascosa. There's like the west and the east, I believe is what it's called, or west and north or something like that. Those are dry, and you'll pass those going towards Lytle, south of San Antonio, probably about 20 minutes south of San Antonio. And those are just dry riverbeds. They have absolutely no flow, which is why you don't see any flow here. There's a blanket there, or towel or something. Like I said, I'm just doing this to document everything. So hopefully in 20, 30 years, I can look back at this and be like, dang, that was crazy. We also, well, if you keep up with the channel, we just got back from Utah. Well, Lake Powell, which is a huge lake right on the southern border of Utah and Arizona. And that one had dropped hundreds of feet. It was like 100 and something feet low. So I believe they may be entering water restrictions in that area because the water is so low. You'll be able to see, if you make a drive out there, you'll be able to see where the water level used to be by the water rings on the cliffs, which is just insane, honestly. But right now we're gonna get over here to the little pond, and we'll show you guys what it looks like, which it could be very stagnant because it doesn't have any flow. So we'll check it out. Alright guys, so here is the little pond here. So this is where I used to come all the time when I was a kid and just come catch bait and stuff like that. And as you can tell, there is no flow. It's a stagnant little pool of water, which I'm pretty sure if you did a bacteria count on this, there's a lot of bacteria. It is not moving. You got a lot of that, you know, seaweed looking stuff, which that stuff depletes the oxygen count in these bodies of water, especially when you have no movement and it's just stagnant like this and this stuff just building up. I doubt anything will be living here in the next couple months if it stays like this. This probably will all be green. I mean, yeah, green, covered in just weeds. But yeah, this is a little pond that is fed by that river, and this continues on downstream. Alright guys, so if you guys want me to kind of visit some more places, maybe the Frio next time or something, let me know down in the comments. I'd be interested in actually going down there myself to make a video and just to film and document, you know, some history here in Texas with this drought and the lack of rain. So yeah guys, I thought it was interesting. I just thought I would document it for future reference and for you guys to see what is going on here in Texas as far as the lack of water. Like I said, for those of y'all who keep up with the channel, I have an Airbnb on Lake Corpus Christi. So typically we have about 7 feet of water. It fluctuates back and forth below our dock. Right now we have 0. It is dry below the dock, so it's a pretty crazy time. But yeah guys, without further ado, appreciate you guys watching. Until next time, be careful, be good, take care, and God bless. Stay safe.